What a tremendous career. I mean, what an incredible season. And Merrill and Mike did such a spectacular job with the play-by-play chronicling the whole thing. It is such an honor to talk to the legendary. He himself is an Eagles Hall of Famer, of course, a Philadelphia Sports Hall of Famer, and a Pro Football Hall of Famer, the great Merrill Reese. Merrill, how are you today, sir?
I am wonderful, Joe. This has just been a tremendous ride from first game to the very, very end. And I want to compliment you and Joe Wechter and all the people involved in putting together just an amazing montage. I heard the one of the entire season this morning driving in, and boy, it brought back so many memories. And the one you did of the Super Bowl was really, really outstanding.
Well, thank you, Merrill. You did it, so thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm glad I was going to mention Joe later in the hour. He did such a spectacular job. You know, it gets a lot of work, piecing it all together
So much work.
to put it into a 5 or 10 minute thing. And by the way, if anyone's just tuning in right now, we're going to re-air this season montage coming up around 9:35 today. So season montage around 9:35. So, Merrill, let's start with this. Where are you right now? What's your day up ahead look like? Are you going to be on the float? What is the Merrill Reese Parade Day plans?
Well, right now I'm in the stadium, upstairs in a room, just had a little breakfast. I will be on the top of a boat. I'd rather be on top of a boat somewhere in Key West.
Yeah.
But since I can't be on a boat today, I'll be on the top of a bus. And really, I'll enjoy this a lot more than a boat today, because being among the fans and seeing their faces, that to me is the ultimate. I will be on the bus today and waving to people and just responding. And then I will go up to the steps of the art museum, if I can make it. And then I will be introducing the team as Dave Spadaro is emceeing, and I'll be introducing the Eagles, and later in the program, I'll be getting up and introducing Jeffrey Lurie.
Wow, that's great. And, Merrill, that's really great. Well, Merrill, top of the boat, top of the float. Let's talk about top of the world. Merrill, we posed this question to our audience yesterday, and we got great reaction from the phone lines asking, what does it feel like to be on top of the world? What does it feel, Merrill, for you as a sports fan, as a Philadelphia Eagle person? What does it feel like for you to be on top of the world?
Well, it feels wonderful, Joe, and I don't mean this. I don't mean to be disingenuous, but I truly believe this. My feeling is so wrapped up in how the fans feel. The fans who deserve this so greatly, what they've gone through over the years, to look at the faces of Eagles fans, to see the joy, to feel the response, that's what means the most to me. I talk about this. I have so many thrills every time I get up in the broadcast booth to do what I love to do more than anything else in the world, and what I intend to do for many more years. But what I really love is the reaction, the passion of these Philadelphia sports fans. That's what it means to me more than anything else.
Merrill, how do you compare the Super Bowl experiences from your perspective? Your legendary performances in both Super Bowls that we've won now. But which do you prefer? Winning without drama, which was essentially 59, or going back to 52? Do you prefer the battle of the first Lombardi Trophy?
John, that's a very, very good question. And it's very they're two of the most different Super Bowls you can ever imagine. One ends on the final pass of the game, and it's not over until the ball hits the ground and the pass is incomplete. This one was a fait accompli very early, but it was kind of strange because even though they're up 24-0, my son Nolan, who's in the booth and acting as a researcher in this case, hands me a slip and says, "Listen, the Patriots came back from 28-3, and these are the Kansas City Chiefs. Don't wrap it up." I did that too early by the mistake. I made a mistake in that Rams game when Saquon Barkley ran for the touchdown. I thought that was the nail in the Rams' coffin. And as we know, the Eagles were in a precarious position until that final pass went incomplete and Stafford threw. So I was very careful not to assume anything early because there's always the chance of them coming back. But, I felt very good about things after halftime because they're up 24-0. And when the Eagles had to kick off to the Chiefs, I figured this is the telling drive.
Yeah.
Because they had the whole, we talked about Andy planning something. They had the whole hour and a half, whatever it took, halftime, and they came out and they did nothing on their first drive. And then you knew Then
Right.
you knew there was no magic in their hands. They had nothing that they couldn't do it. And they kept sacking Patrick Mahomes time and time again. And I almost felt frustration in his eyes. You could just feel that he knew that it wasn't going to happen. And when we
Right.
talk about the final score being 40-22, it really wasn't. There were a lot of garbage points at the end. The indicative score of this game was 40-6. That's how badly the Eagles beat them.
I agree with you. Is it greedy of me? Is it greedy of us that I look ahead? You know, I keep asking, how replicable is this? I think that, you know, next year we might be able to do this, and the year after that we might be able to do this because Howie set us up so well. Is that wrong of me?
Well,
Should I be
it's
focused
not-
on this one?
No, it's not wrong, and it's not greedy. It's optimistic, and it's based on this team. Because this team will never play again. This team will never be the same. There are coaches that leave. There will be free agents that leave. There will be injuries that we have no idea will occur next year, which ones can go down. The season can change in just a nanosecond. So we don't know. You know, John, I tell people about my first Super Bowl, and that came back in 1981 after the 80 season. And I expected when I got on the plane to come home, the guys were going to be really depressed after losing badly to the Raiders. And instead, they were really excited. They said, you know what? To go to one of these Super Bowls as we did, we had to feel what it was like. And next year, we're going to go back and win it. Well, next year didn't come for 24 more years.
That's right.
And so as good as this looks, and it looks great, and there's a reason to look at this team and say they've got youth, they've got talent, they've got a great front office, talent evaluators, they have a terrific coaching staff, they have a top 5 elite quarterback, and I really, truly believe that. There's every reason to feel optimistic, but as the old saying goes, don't count your chickens. Let's see how it all evolves. Every year is different.
So true. Merrill Reese, the great Merrill Reese, with us right now on Parade Day. Coverage brought to us by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. All right, let's give everyone a chance right now to win a Devontae Smith jersey. Devontae Smith jersey. We're going to take the first caller on the contest line to get the following trivia question right. The contest line phone number is 215-988-1258. 215-988-1258. All right, here's the trivia question. Be the first person to get this right. And the answer may not be what you think it is. Here's the question. When Devontae Smith caught the touchdown in the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 59, upon catching that touchdown, what did the score become?
I like what you did there.
Be careful. Be careful with how you answer the question. The moment Devontae caught it, the score became what? First caller in the contest line, 215-988-1258. You will win the Devontae Smith jersey. All right, Merrill, I want to play some audio for you. I thought this was really special. Merrill, you know how much we all care about you. I mean, those of us that know you on a personal level, 1,000,000%. And for Philadelphia sports fans who have never met you, I mean, you know, you, Harry Callis, Gene Hart, I mean, there are a select few that are the all-timers. Merrill, I want to play audio for you of Mike Quick the other day, who's been with you now for over 2 decades. Mike joined our show, and we asked Mike, Merrill, about you.
Can you put into words how happy you are for the man that always sits right next to you or stands next to you every game?
Oh, man, it's he's just a very special person. To me, on a personal note, he's just a very special person. But I just look at his body of work, and I don't think anyone has ever done it better. And for the longevity, that over the time, you mentioned before I even became an Eagle. But heck, I've been around this organization 40-some years, and he was there long before I got started.
Man,
and, and he's still just iconic in everything that he does. He's a true treasure, and I just feel so fortunate that I get to hang out with that dude and do what I do. I'm in a very special place.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm very blessed to be where I am, for sure.
You know, Merrill, you deserve all that because you know Mike loves you and we all love you, Merrill.
Well, can I tell you something? Well, the things that he said just really make me tear up. But I want to tell you something. I'm lucky to sit in the booth next to a guy who belongs in the Hall of Fame as a football player for sure, and has become just a wonderful broadcaster. It's great to hang out. Think of this. 20 times a year at least, I get down to sit down and hang out with one of my best friends, and we watch a football game together.
That's
And it's fun. I look at him. I'm nervous before every game, always, because there's all that preparation and memorization that goes in. And I think about when Joe McPeak, our great producer, said to us, all right, 20 seconds on Sunday night. I looked over at Mike and I just said, let's have fun. And that's what we did. We had fun. And we enjoyed every single second of it. But Mike is just a wonderful analyst who puts in a lot of work.
Merrill, you are, and I mean this, you are the best. You are the best, Merrill. I want you to enjoy this day. I also want you to wear 2 or 3 socks, okay? Because it's really cold out. So bundle up and.
Go ahead, Merrill.
Cindy got me ready.
Also, have we thought about the fact that Merrill started this season on the stage in Canton, and he's going to end it on a stage on Broads or on the Parkway here? Like,
good
Merrill,
call.
Congratulations! What a year, man.
Well, it's been a great year. It's been a great year, and hopefully a lot to come. Today's going to be a very, very special day. Soak it up. Enjoy every second of it, and let's hope that next year is a great year. And there's every indication that it can be and should be, but let's not worry about next year. Just enjoy the fact. Let's enjoy the fact that this team has brought a Lombardi trophy to Philadelphia. Enjoy every second of it.
Love it. Thank you, Merrill. Stay well. We'll see you out there later today. The great Merrill Reese.
See you
Thanks,
guys.
Merrill.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Merrill.
There he is, Merrill Reese.